Hello all you Slayers, my name is Matt, and welcome to Slayer's Lair. Hello all you Slayers, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to look at Season 1, Episode 4, called Teacher's Pet. This originally aired back on March 24th, 1997. The show opens with Buffy being attacked by a vampire, and she's saved by Xander at the last minute. I thought this was strange, because Xander can't do crap, and he actually saves Buffy. Oh, no surprise, this is a dream sequence. I knew it wasn't real. It's obvious by now that Xander wants to bang Buffy, but who doesn't? Buffy and her biology teacher, Dr. Gregory, talk about her shady past, but he tells her that she could excel in his class. That was kind of creepy. After Buffy leaves, Dr. Gregory is attacked by an unseen assailant. At the Bronze, Buffy spots Angel. I don't like him. He gives her his jacket. Yuck. Buffy notices his arm is injured, and he warns her he is coming. Buffy tells Giles about the fork guy that Angel warned her about. Xander shows up with news that Dr. Gregory is missing. A new teacher arrives, and she's hot. Buffy notices that Dr. Gregory dropped his glasses and he didn't pick them up. Natalie French is substituting for Dr. Gregory, and the guys are all just fine with that. Cordelia finds Dr. Gregory's body in the cafeteria freezer, and it was funny. She screams like a girl. Oh, and he was missing his head. Giles tells Buffy not to go hunting until they can figure out what's going on. Buffy goes hunting. She fights with a vampire, but they're interrupted by the police and they both run off. Natalie is randomly walking with a bag in the middle of the night down the street, and the vampire that previously was fighting Buffy sees her and seems to be scared of her. Buffy notices this and she tells Giles the next day. Bob insists that Buffy sees a school counselor because she's traumatized from seeing Dr. Gregory's dead body. He also tells her that touching isn't allowed at school, and that was a weird comment to make. Buffy sees Natalie turn her head all the way around. She runs off to tell Giles. It was funny. Natalie invites Xander over to her house that night to work on a school project. He thinks he's gonna score, but I don't think so. Natalie eats a sandwich that's just crickets. Yum. Buffy comes to the conclusion that Natalie is a praying mantis. Giles says she could be a shapeshifter. Willow receives an alert that Blayne, who was working with Natalie the evening before, has gone missing. Buffy warns Xander that Natalie is not human. She's a big bug. A hot bug. Of course he brushes this off because he wants to bang her. He also appears to be jealous of Angel. Xander arrives at Natalie's house and she's looking very hot. She plies him with alcohol and she asks if he's ever been with a woman. Natalie says she can tell that he hasn't and that he needs it. This is getting good. Xander hears faint yelling in the background, and he starts to react to something that Natalie slipped into his drink earlier. Then we see Natalie shapeshift into a mantis. Xander wakes up in the cage, and he sees Natalie as a mantis for the first time. Blayne is in a cage next to Xander's, and he warns Xander about Natalie's mating rituals, which sound kind of interesting because I guess she lays eggs and then she has the guys fertilize them, but they have to have sex to do it, and I don't know how that works, but I'd try it. Giles confirms with a colleague that Natalie is a She-Mantis, and she lures virgins back to her home for mating purposes. Apparently, the way to kill her is to chop off all of her limbs with a sharp object. Buffy has Willow locate Natalie's address using the school directory, but when they show up at her supposed home, it turns out not to be Natalie. It's some old lady, and she's not hot. This old lady is named Natalie French, who was a teacher, but she retired in 1972. Buffy tracks down the vampire she was previously fighting with. His name is the Claw, and she forces him to take them to the Mantis Natalie's home. Just as Mantis Natalie is about to mate with Xander, Buffy breaks through her basement window. Giles plays a recording of bat sonar which he recorded earlier. This weakens Natalie's nervous system enough for Buffy to chop off all her limbs. Now they don't actually show this on camera, which I felt was strange because she's just a big bug, it's not even a human being. But maybe the WB didn't want to show that type of stuff back then. Willow breaks it to Xander and Blayne that they all know those two are virgins. Haha. At the Bronze, Angel tells Buffy that he'll be around and she can keep his jacket. Barf. Buffy puts Dr. Gregory's broken glasses into his jacket pocket that's in the closet. The final shot is a cluster of mantis eggs where one of them appears to be opening up. So what did you think of this episode? I thought it was hilarious. Definitely a topic that unfortunately is too sensitive today to talk about, even to joke about. It was so hilarious though. We have the hot teacher enticing the young students over to her personal home and giving them alcohol just to mate with them, even though she is a mantis, and I thought it was hilarious. And I wish they could do stuff like that today still. I mean, it's so stupid. But anyhow, that's a different topic. But what did you think of this episode? Let me know if you made it to the end. I appreciate you watching. I gotta go. Bye.